Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm like totally not prepared for this, but it's 3:00 my time, so I'm going live because done is better than perfect. We're gonna get this done. Oh, guys, there's so much drama going on right now. That's the reason I was running up the time as I was reviewing tweets. Why don't we just go review them? Let's go talk about it, guys. This is getting ugly. First, let's have a look at a chart because I haven't looked at the charts yet today. So, and I'm curious I haven't looked at them much. I'm curious how everything's doing. So let's do that. Hey, Revo. Good P day. Very funny, dude. Very funny. It's a sad P day. Well, for P-Dye. Again, it seems, seems like we keep getting more nails in the coffin of P-Dye. And I don't know what to say, guys. I do not know what to say. Let's see. Bitcoin's 85,000. Ethereum is 2,100. P-Dye. Who cares? But it's down 22%. Can I say that? That's the Prairie Banana way. Look at this 4-hour chart. Yeah, because it is. We'll get to the tweets in a minute. Hey, Trev, scary stuff, but our time is coming for UFO and pTGC. Yeah, maybe everybody will just move over all their assets over to the Grays currencies, and we can just go build. Though I don't know. UFO town. Hey, Romeo. I'm glad you guys are here because it's a little bit lonely, if you will. It's like there's so many uncertainties right now that it's nice to be with guys that we can kind of just be around. It's good to be around people. Let's see. So that's P-Dye. WPLS. Of course, it's going to be a little red today. It's down 8%, and it's at an all-time low. Is that not correct? So if you're looking for an opportunity, a speculative move, there is always WPLS and PulseX. But if you're new to the chain and you don't know what to hold, then pTGC and UFO. We're just awaiting liquidity then, yeah. All right, a very a safe hold because pTGC and UFO are thickly bonded with the best tickers on Pulse Chain, except for P-Dye right now. Oh man, that hurts to say that. We're bonded. Okay, let me show you guys. If you're new, and even for us old guys, can I say old guy? I like saying that old guys. Kind of like makes me feel like I have company here. You see these gray hairs? All right, well, let's see. Secreto Bank. This is secretobank.com. Let me show you. You guys all have access to this. Secretobank.com. You can see the LPs. What are we paired up with? Well, when we sort these in order by thickness of liquidity, we're paired with UFO. pGT's biggest bonds with UFO, PLS, PLSX, HEX, X, Inc., P-Dye, only $114,000 in LP with P-Dye. Pretty good volume, though, I'd say, well, of course. Axis, Atropa, yeah, and the list goes on. There's anybody can make an LP. So how much do we have right now? We have $5 million in like the best, most promising tickers on Pulse Chain. Why is that important? Because you can hold pTGC and you're holding the best on the Pulse network. Okay, and then same thing with, actually, I should refresh this. This is from yesterday morning. Let's see. $114,000. What else should I make note of? I think we'll just do the look at the die. The die is $114,000. We'll refresh it. It's going to be less now. I bet it's going to be 90 something. Let's see. 101. What? It went up. Okay. Well, the volume. Yeah. You know why the volume's high, guys? Do I need to explain why the volume is high? Because there's so much activity on it right now. But it went from, what was it, 114? Is that what I said? 114 to 101. Oh, I think, yeah, it did come down. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It did come down. It's just not as far as I thought. So, and then with UFO, yesterday the total volume was 1.5 million. And the LP with PDI was 541,000. Now let's see. 541. Good morning, OA. Let's see what it is now. 541. Remember that. Oh, now it's 125. Yeah, because a lot of people pull their LP. Wow. It was 521. Now it's 541, 125. That's because, like we talked about on Spaces yesterday, people are going to be getting their wallets out this weekend and unpairing their UFO and PDI. And I talked to people that have done it. And so there it goes. Bye-bye LP. Goodbye. I'm not going to rub salt, man. This is a sad, I'm going to just tell it like it is. This is a sad situation that we're in. I'm not bearish long term. I'm bullish long term. Don't take me wrong. This is more than a speed bump. This is like, it's more than a flat tire. It's like, what can I liken it to? The alternator went out. Guys, we can't just repair this on the side of the road because it's an alternator. I don't got the tools. Even if I had them, I still need to go to town to get an alternator. So that's where we're at, guys. So when your alternator breaks, do you go jump off a cliff? No way, man. You go fix the alternator. You still got your car. You're just not going to be able to get to your destination when you wanted to. You're still going to get there. Just call them up and say, hey, guys, I'm going to be late. That's where we're at in this thing. Okay, so UFO is also bonded with these fabulous tickers. And let me sort these by order. UFO is bonded with pTGC. Two fabulous tickers right there, okay? And then PulseX, Pulse, Hex, Inc., EHEX, Most, Die, and Axis, Pump. Those are blue chips on the Pulse network. And a lot of these down here, boy, I don't know much about a lot of these, but look at their LP, $391. Fart coin, come on. I'm sorry. It's like, how gross can we be? Okay. Do we really need to go that way? Oh, hey, Pulse again. Good to see you, man. What do I? Oh, the tweets. Let's talk about the tweets. Because apparently he's going to start up a tweet storm. RH, that is. And hold up, guys. All right, guys. I got to get back to. Sorry, I'm in Telegram. I'm supposed to be on live on YouTube. That's how my world is, like distraction zone. Let's go to Twitter. I was hoping I can maybe pick up something from, like, somebody's going to tell me, hey, Prairie, your hat's on backwards or something like that, which I know it's not, but hey, man, when you're live in front of people, you overlook things. So I'm going to explore. I'm going to go to Richard Hart. He's the one that's, can I say he's the one? Hey, John Feet. All right, guys. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen because we can read these together. Dude, guys. Hi, the Prairie Banana. You got it right. It's the Prairie Banana. There's no other Prairie Banana. I chose that name and didn't even think about it. I'm not Prairie Banana. I'm the Prairie Banana. All right, guys. Okay, let me scroll up. There's one. Okay, I got to go from the oldest one. Prepare. There it is. Prepare for an educational tweet storm. Y'all need education badly. Okay, I want to read this. Let's read this together. Okay, hold on. I brag often about having designed things that have worked flawlessly for years. So people buying, oh, oops. So people buy things I didn't design at all. Then they take no responsibility for their own choices. Lol. Most tokens suck, which is why no sane person promotes most tokens. So when you take Ethereum and copy it, all of the things come over, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And for things that aren't actually decentralized or have counterparty risk, like hoping a DAO votes for not evil, then the thing that sucked over there likely sucks even more on the copy. Oh, that's pretty good. Because even, I mean, if I didn't code, a copy is like an exact copy. But maybe not. I think so, though, probably. Wouldn't it be funny that in a world where people will buy any stupid ticker at all, whether it be a dog coin or a food coin or a butt coin or whatever, wouldn't it be so very, very stupid to pick a meme like coin to popularize that, in fact, was just laden with counterparty risk out the yin yang? I tweet about inflation and counterparty risk all the time, but like no one listens, so they choose as their champion the thing they don't even understand. So dumb. PulseX and Pulse benefit from volume because there's so much buying and burning mechanics all over the place. PulseX has burned tons of, I should be liking these to draw attention to. PulseX has burned tons of supply, and Pulse has as well. However, that reduction in supply only shows up net in price if it exceeds the idiots being extracted buying stupid things. If it exceeds the idiots being extracted buying stupid, I don't follow that. So if people not already in the chain were buying into a new thing, prices might tend up. However, if people are just PvP extracting internally, then every new stupid thing they try to FOMO just results in the new extractor. Whether it be a founder of a new coin or an exploiter of a stupid coin, become potential sell pressure or actual dumping. I mean, I think we know what he was talking about here. Solana was totally and completely wrecked, but had so much free press about being wrecked that they got a free lottery ticket towards pumping back up. Didn't matter if their chain froze often or needed rebooted, as long as people kept buying. For whatever reason, memes, I guess, number go up. You can even see it in my follower numbers here, the stupid PDI drama. A stupid coin with a grand total of $300,000 in liquidity. Ooh, he called it out right there, guys. That only is notable at all because the chart looked great before someone started inflating the crap out of supply at nearly no cost to themselves. Then the old mechanics that made the chart, the great chart, got nuked. Too long to read. Being wrecked brings eyeballs. And if you have a good product, feature, good service technology, you can win big in the end. What's the difference between 1,000 tokens being, he's writing right now, guys, on Twitter. He is writing right now. Typing. What's the difference between 1,000 tokens being worth nearly nothing and PDI being worth nearly nothing? Not much. The vast, vast majority of P tokens ain't worth crap. The only difference was that the promoters of PDI did so much lying and gave up so much hopium that it actually on-ramped people. The problem is they didn't know the lies they were telling were actually promoting something that someone was minting for free without having to buy it. There's this ethical thing where morally, if you bought a token and took the economic risk of buying and holding it, you're supposed to get more of the upside price appreciation than someone that exploited a contract or stole someone else's money or lied to promote it. The person that took the honest speculator's risk is supposed to do better than the lying, cheating guys. I'd rather people promote yet another stupid coin than yet another stupid coin with massive bugs and risks. The too long to read? Speculation is honest work. Lying and exploiting? Not so much. You thought it was easy making really reliable, useful, functional software, so you just bought any ticker at all. You're bad, yo. I've been screaming at you about doing that crap for years. Most things in crypto suck, man. Guys, who else is on the fence about PDI? Yeah, I'm looking for company. I got a bucket load of notes in a little notebook. And man, either this is a complete, it's not. It can't be. At this point, with all of that I just read, either Richard Hart is completely snowballing his community. I don't think he's doing that. I don't think he's doing that. I don't think he would do that. But I've gone both directions a couple of times in the last week. But now, just like other times, I am more so thinking that PETA's wrecked. It's wrecked. And that's a sad deal. But, like I said, it's just an alternator. We're going to hire a tow truck. Hopefully he can pick up an alternator at the parts store for us and bring it with him with all the tools, and we'll just change it out and get our car back on the road, and we'll be late. But it'll be all right. We'll still get there. So what do you guys want to talk about? You guys have any questions about the PETA thing? I am not the guy with all the answers. Let me tell you. There's still a lot of things I'm weirded out about. Like, let me just tell you one that's on top of my mind. Like a Vietnamese guy. Okay, it could be anybody. I'm not being a racist at all because I'm not one. But he doxes himself. Like, what scammer doxes himself? Some things I just. But of course, I wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe it. But I think after reading all that, it's over. The PETA thing is over, and that's unfortunate. But like I said, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Sometimes we have broken pieces from the ship that we just latch onto, and we're gonna make it to shore. You know what I'm saying? When Paul was being taken to, was it? I don't remember what it was. And the ship, they were in that storm, and it broke apart, and they had to throw everything off. And then they all jumped into the sea, and some of them were saved just by jumping on broken pieces of the ship, but they made it to shore. That's what we're about to do. Only I think it'll be a little more glamorous than that. Guys, what else can we talk about here? We talked about the basics of the charts. Let's go look where we're at on ratio, because I'm big on this ratio thing, guys. I think that pTGC and UFO have been on a rampage against the layer 1. And I'll have to show you something that I just discovered. Let's get to the ratio thing, and then I'll show you a little bit of maths that I did just a little bit ago. Okay, so right now we're still at a 10-to-1 ratio. We've been as high as this is pTGC. Yeah, let me get to the ratio. So if you're new and you don't know, you can click on WPLS and that'll give you the ratios, which is like right now it costs 10 pulse per pTGC. So as that number goes up, that means it's going to cost you more pulse to get pTGC, to get 1. Right now it's 10. We have been as high as 22.6. And obviously we started very low. But in the last year, we've done about a 40x in ratio. As a matter of fact, we can figure that out right now. Let's see how much we have moved up in the last year. So going from November, let's go back to March 24. Where is it? 0.48. So 10.46 divided by 0.48486. We're at 21.5x up from where we were last year. I'm going to show you guys a calculator that I've just discovered that I learned from a buddy of mine. When we get to the calculation section of this, I don't think we're going to do the full presentation today. If you guys want the full presentation, go look at last Sunday. I'm going to be honest. I'm rattled today. I had to go for a walk on Thursday night, late in the afternoon, Friday night, late in the afternoon, just to get out of my office and go get some fresh air. I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but this whole thing has been, I've had conversation with girls that are crying on my shoulder practically. You know, and I'm not being unkind. It's just they need a little more support. And so even some of us guys need support, man. It's a bit rough. But the ratio we've done, what did I say? 21, I think 21.5x against the layer 1 in the last year. If we do that again, gets a 21x. Okay. That's a 21. Who would not like to take $100 and turn it into $2,100 in a year? Anybody in his right mind be like, man, where can I go find a few $100? A few of those $100, right? So the point is, the greatest currencies, both pTGC and UFO, are moving up against the layer 1. You'll see the same thing, a similar thing with UFO. And on top of that, they're doing their own X's. Because let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Bring to the stage the price chart. All right, let's go from where we were last year, from this time last year. Let's go right, take a measurement from about here to here. That's a 5x. That's a 5x. And so you take that 5x, 5 times 21, that's 105x that we've done in the last year. Because the exit that we've done against the layer 1 is called the X multiplier. So you take that 21.5 and multiply it times the X's that the token has done, and that's your multiplier. We have done 105x in 1 year. So what do we have to look forward to this year? Guys, anything? Guys, you watching? Like, are you guys still in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat or put something in there. Just a 1 will do. Let me know you guys are still there. Where did I leave? I feel like I'm rambling. While you guys are putting 1s in the chat, I'm going to fill my water glass. And I understand, guys, if you're a little if you're not even there. I gotta get it. Thank you, Crypto Jack. Appreciate that. I mean, if you guys I hope you guys only feel half as rattled as I do. But we're gonna make it, dude. 105x in the last year. pTGC 105x. Let's figure out. I'm gonna write that down because that excites me. I've been living on hopium for 4 years in crypto. This is the kind of hopium I live on. So pTGC, thanks, Trev. You guys are awesome. So pTGC 105x. Let's go look at UFO. Share the screen. Move over to UFO. Let's do it in the same order so we don't get confused. Thanks, Romeo. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Let's look at WPLS. Let's scroll back. Now, UFO didn't come out until May, so I'm not going to be able to give you a year's worth of data. I forgot about that. So let's do the 3-day chart. And guys, what I do is I don't count the initial run up back here. Matter of fact, I can't even see it. So I'm just going to, we're a flat line for like 3 months in UFO. So I'm just going to go right here and we're going to take a measurement from, let's make it whatever. Let's make it June right by here. What happened? No, I'm not pulling up Trading View. And that is that's a 10, that's 11, that's an 11x. Okay, that's an 11x on ratio. What do we do on price? I have not actually ever looked at this, guys. My wife might come be popping in here, and I'll be just fine. She's going to hear some stuff if she does. Let me get the lights going here. Problem is, if I have the light on me, then it's shining on that picture back behind me. Let's put it on the 3-day. Are you guys ready? We had 105x in pTGC. I think UFO is going to be even better. What did I say? June? I'm just going to pick like right here. I mean, what's the difference? 6, 7. I'm going to call that a 7x. 7 times 11 is 77. Okay. 77x. So UFO has done a 77x in the last year. pTGC, 105x. So we lost our alternator. We're going to replace it. Now alternator is going to get us down the road, going to get us to our destination. And we don't know what's going to happen this year, guys. We just don't know. We can speculate, and the speculation is number go up. All right. Now, again, if you're new, why do you want to hold these tokens, pTGC and UFO? Because they're an index of the best tokens on the Pulse network. By owning the Grace currencies, you own a piece of all of the other tokens that they're bonded with. And I could go and do this similar experiment with pTGC and UFO against all the tokens that they're bonded with. And you will see that the Grace currencies have been outperforming not just the layer 1, but all the tokens that they're bonded with. So that's pretty special. That's special to me. So where was I going with that? I had a thought track and I just lost it. I'm glad we have a question here or something. Oh, a cheer up. Just to cheer you up, PB, we got 13 billion pulse in our DAO that can be deployed to lift us up anytime. Yeah. 13 billion. Yeah, man. Yeah. And who knows what we're going to do with that? I don't even know. I think we have some ideas. We're either going to buy tokens or we're going to, buy pTGC and burn them, or we're going to buy pTGC and pair it with some other token, burn the LP, or we're going to do a combination, right? Yeah. Yep. It's going to be good, guys. I am completely optimistic. We just got to get through the nasty now and now. Thank you, Romeo, for the cheer up. Yeah, man. 13 billion in the DAO. Where did that come from? If you're new, let me put that up here. Where that came from is all the transactions. Guys, between Friday and Saturday, I think Thursday to Saturday, we had $1.5 million in volume on like each of the tokens or thereabouts. So we had a lot. We had a lot of volume, and you can see that at look into ptgc.com. So let's bring that up. And where I was going with that was, where did that 13 billion come from? It came from the transaction volume. Okay, I'm going to show you guys where that 13 billion pulse come from. It came from a drip, a 5% fee, which is dripped in on every single transaction, whether a buyer or a seller or a bot, or even if you move tokens from one wallet to another, which you need to be very careful of, you're going to pay the fee. And that's 5% for pTGC. 2% of that goes to the DAO. And that's why we've got 13 billion PLS in our treasury to do whatever we want with. And which makes pTGC, the DAO makes pTGC like a ship on the sea. It can go wherever it wants. You see that map? Where is that? See that map? pTGC can go anywhere around here. It can go all over the Pacific, the Atlantic. Okay? pTGC is like a ship on the sea or like a boat on a lake. It's not like a train on a track. All other tokens, they go one direction, 2 directions, up and down. They're like a train on a track. They can go forward and backwards. Not pTGC. We got that down. Yeah, we can pivot with the market. With that 13 billion tokens, we can sit there and we can wait and see what's happening with the market. And smart people are putting in DAO proposals and thinking, hey, we could do this and we could do that. And all the stakers, if you're a staker, you can vote on those DAO proposals that the top 100 stakers can input. And they're all that top 100 stakers are invested, right? They want the best for this ecosystem. So they're going to put in the wisest, smartest, best information proposals that they can for this time. And then we're going to strike and we're going to make our move. And it's going to be something that, you know, how you just do things like with the best information that you have right now. And sometimes 10 days later, you look back and you think, oh man, well, we did the best with the information that we had at the time. And that's what we get to do with DAO treasury funds, which other tokens that aren't a DAO don't get to do. They're just completely dependent on number go up, number go down. They can't drive that number up like we can in pTGC. It's a beautiful thing. Notice our rewards and PLS from the LPs is coming in strong. I noticed the same thing, Trev. That's a funny thing. How is it that you and I notice the same thing? That's because we've got UFO and LP. And guys, if you've got UFO and an LP position, your reward is PLS. And the rewards are based on volume. So the rewards in the past few days have been really good. And here's a beautiful thing. As you're stacking up rewards, whether in pTGC or in UFO, and this is I'm trying to keep this for anybody, right? If you're new in here, if you just hold these tokens, pTGC in the left hand, UFO over here in the right hand, you just hold these tokens, you're earning reflections as people buy, sell, as bots are arbitraging across the networks, equalizing token pairs, as people are transferring from one wallet to the other, which we don't recommend because you pay the tax. They're paying the fee, and that part of that fee is going to the holders. So at a basic level, if you just hold these tokens, you're getting reflections. There are other things that you can do with these tokens to help you earn more. Like with pTGC, you can stake it, so you can hold it. Then you can go a step further and stake it. And then you can also go a step further and you can lock it. And we'll talk about that. We'll get into the DApp here in a little bit. But three ways you can earn with pTGC. The staking has nothing to do with volume, but the reflection rewards and the staking rewards do. Now with UFO, same thing. You hold it and you're going to earn reflections. You can't stake it, but you can LP it with an RH ticker. And then you earn PLS. So, okay, let me back up, make sure. So when you, in pTGC, the only reward token you're going to get is going to be pTGC. In UFO, you can earn UFO for holding and PLS for LPing. So you can earn two different. So like I have not bought PLS for gas. I used to always spend all my PLS, right? And then I had to go get some gas money. Not since I've been LP'd. I've got gas money all the time coming in because I'm LPing my UFO and earning pulse rewards. It's beautiful, guys. It's a wonderful thing. Let's go look at this at the market metrics because this shows us where the money's going. All right. And this shows us what's happening on the network. You have access to this, guys. This look into ptgc.com. This is the dashboard. Dashboard is free. I'm pretty sure the moon math is free. Everything else comes with a cost. Let's see if I'm right on that. Let's see if I can get to the moon math logging in. Yes. Can I get to the log calculator? What? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the moon math is free. Dashboard. Let's go back to the dashboard. I'm going to show you guys. This is the burn graph of pTGC. I honestly don't spend a lot of time. I used to just skip right past it, but started with 333 billion tokens, and we've burned almost 40 billion tokens. So that's a pretty tremendous burn rate. I think we're up to over 12%, something like that. Maybe it says right here. 11.96% is what we burned of the total supply. See that right here? So almost 12% has been burned in 16, 17 months. Market metrics. There's the price. There's the volume, $628,000 in 24-hour volume, $5 million in liquidity. There's the transactions, the ratio against PLS, circulating supply, X's to a penny. We're 34 X's to a penny. We have been as close to a penny as 10X from a penny. Yeah, man, 10X. I'm pretty sure it was 10X to a penny. And I think we're going to a penny, guys. It's just me. It's not financial advice, but oh, you know what, guys? I missed a point that I always like to make about the where we're at in the, and I got to bring this up every single time because everyone needs to hear this. Pulse is less than 30% of sacrifice price right now. What is it? Is it 0.022 or is it 3? Pulse is 2.7. Let's call it 2.7. So it's 27% of sacrifice price. Guys, Pulse is 27% of sacrifice price. If we think that Richard Hart being an egotistical maniac, how about a guy that just wants to be successful and has the ability to, not that he will or would or should or we're counting on it, but has the ability to pump his own chain with money, let alone his own knowledge. I think he can do it just by levers that we don't even know he might have access to. I think PLS is going to do well this cycle. Let's say it only does a 10X. Well, that would make PLS right now it's 4.027. It would make it 3.027, which is 10X. So if Pulse did a 10X, and we've already done in the last year 21X against Pulse, and pTGC has done 105X. What does that mean for pTGC, for example? And UFO would just follow suit. And you guys know that the last time Pulse had a good run up, it did a 4X and pTGC did a 42X. So my point is, guys, if you're new and you're thinking about getting a bag of these tokens, I'll show you later what you can do with these things for staking and LP'ing. But if you're thinking about a bag, well, that's something to consider. Like where are we at in the cycle? Where we are at in the cycle is that Pulse is at an all-time low. I mean, like it's an all-time low. And you're thinking, yeah, well, the Gray's currencies have already done so many X's and people have already made so much money. Yeah, we've shaken out a lot of people too. And Pulse is at an all-time low. What does that mean? When Pulse makes its move, the Gray's currencies probably are going to move pretty hard. Why do we think that? We've seen it a number of times. We've seen it. We have a long history, like 18 months with pTGC and 10 months with UFO. I mean, come on. The contracts are immutable, working flawlessly, thriving community. So the writing is on the wall. Not financial advice, but worth mentioning, wouldn't you say? I think it's worth mentioning. All right, let's Pulse Mexican says, hey, PB, on Deck Screener, they show the whole UFO supply is 100% not reflecting the burnt amount. Do you know why? Not reflecting the burn amount. Do you know why? Probably because there's a difference between Deck Screener and Dex Tools. Dex Tools, it's either Dex Tools or Dex Screener looks at the total supply for its market cap or vice versa. And one of them looks at total supply minus burnt tokens, which would be total supply minus burnt tokens is X. And that's what they're using to factor their market cap. Does that make sense? So why did they do it that way? I don't know why. They just had their own preferences, Dex Screener and Dex Tools. So if you go to either of them, you'll see a different market cap, and it's that supply that is determining the market cap. So that's how it has been explained to me, unless I'm thinking incorrectly on that. Man. Okay. Thanks for asking. Yeah, circulating supply is the same. There's a difference, post-Mexican, in the circulating supply, and I don't know what that difference is. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. You guys want to do an experiment? It's Sunday. Let me see what I got on my ChatGPT. We can do this. I hesitate to use ChatGPT because let's use Grok. I have really been digging Grok, guys. I'm gonna tell you. Let me pull up. Grok is the AI on Twitter. Digging it, guys. I mean, it's the cat's meow. What's this? Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm not doxing anything. Okay, let's go into Grok. Okay, you see this right over here? When you're on Twitter, here's Grok. And if you got the blue check mark, I got the blue check mark because people try to scam people with my name. And I'm like, no way. You're not doing that. You get like an advance, you get Grok 3. Okay. So urgent, see the RH post. All right, let's go look at that. I thought I was just at RH and I looked. Are you talking about the one that he already posted earlier today? Breaking. Whoa. Did you see that down there? Let's go look at this real quick. Ash Crypto, International Monetary Fund has stated that Bitcoin is a digital gold. Well, I'd have to do some research on that before I repost it. I don't like to repost stuff before I actually confirm it. Oh, this is, yeah, thanks, man. All right, so let's come back. Yeah, Trev, liking the Grok too. Okay, thanks, guys. Revo brought it to my attention. So we're going to read this RH post, and then we'll get back to the Grok about supply to answer Pulse Mexican. Okay, so where was I? Okay. I think I was starring these or hearting them. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I'm on a different one. I'm on a different tab. Let's just start right here. General education you sorely need. Those thought experiments, I think he means. You launch a token on pump tires. The token becomes popular with Ethereum folks. They bridge in and buy it. Pulse price is pressured upwards. It graduates to PulseX. PulseX and Pulse prices are pressured upwards. Your token's price is too. Cool. Okay, now thought experiment 2. You launch a token on pump tires. It becomes popular with the Pulse chain folks. They buy it. Pulse price in dollars don't move up at all. It just went from their hands to the token launcher's hands. The launcher sells the Pulse for PDI and bridges out. You see the difference? Launching tokens or not, tokens going up in value or not, what really matters is all the activity creating more market rarity of the token you care about. We know pump tires burns tons of PLS. And we know PulseX burns lots. Oh, guys, this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to read. I'm glad he puts, yeah, I'm not going to read all this, guys. We're going to have to go in. I'm scanning in here for anything about PDI. Okay, here we go. If you're going to be a degenerate, do it on the things that have less counterparty risk and perhaps more functionality. I don't like high inflation. The total liquidity, if you minted infinite PDI in market sold right now is $400,000. So it's not really worth thinking about at all unless dum-dums keep buying the bad coin. Why buy a coin that sucks? You know the whales that own Maker and Ethereum can just come and do what they want to those contracts at will, right? But the middlemen don't even know or care you exist. You've been warned about admin key risk by me a million times, right? I'm scanning for stuff about PDI. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. The fees are killing you right now. Hey, Pulse Ray. Good to see you, my man. All right, let's get back to the Grok. We were going to look up. Let me scan the chat here. So we got into that. We're gonna get back to this. Okay. Grok, using Grok daily now. Yeah, man, guys, I put a thing into Grok on Saturday morning. Let me do a quick tangent. I put a thing in Grok on Saturday morning, and I was absolutely impressed with the output from this machine versus ChatGPT. It was so articulate. It blew my mind. I was like, I'm going to be using Grok. I'm a fan. What I missed, we just read it. I'm not going to. Just go to Richard Hart's tweet. He's been doing a tweet storm this afternoon talking about pTGC, and I think it's pretty clear right now where pTGC is. It's being flushed. What makes sense, pTGC and UFO? Well, Mr. Crypto Jack, we'll get to that, Pulse Mexican. pTGC and UFO, what makes sense? Do you like them both? Then buy an equal portion. Do you like one better than the other? Then do that. Meaning, like, you might want to have exposure to both of them. You can get a larger portion of the supply of UFO. So you can become a dolphin faster in UFO than you can with pTGC. What else? The volume of pTGC is more dependent on, from what I've been able to gather, it's more dependent on user transaction, whereas the volume of UFO seems to be more machine driven. The LP, the total LP of pTGC is about 2/3 that, or 2/3 that of UFO, roughly. What else can I say? If you like UFO better than pTGC, then go heavy on that. I mean, I have exposure to both of them. I love both these tokens. I think both of them are going to do very, very well. UFO burns more pTGC than pTGC burns it of its own self. So there's that, which is really cool. You can earn pulse by pairing your UFO with some hex or some ink. Don't do it, pTGC. Not yet. Not until all this blows over, and probably never. I hate to say that. All right, let's get back to this question, dude. Let's get this over with. I keep getting distracted. You guys are fun. If you guys ever want to have some fun all by yourself in an office with a bunch of people watching you that you've never met before, start streaming. And I am encouraging you to, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys can do better than many of us out here. You just gotta take the action to do it. Just get started. Start small. Okay, so this is what you do is you go, what is the difference? Okay, what supply? This is what I should do. Let me go to UFO. Let me screenshot this whole thing. Do you guys know you can do this? Watch. I've never done this before on this Grok. Okay, I just screenshot. Where am I? Hold up. Pull it together, Prairie. Pull it together. I'm trying to pull it together. Grok. Okay. I'm going to attach that screenshot. I took a screenshot. I don't know if you guys saw it, of the pTGC on Duck Screener. 14, no, 15. You guys are, I'm glad you guys didn't see all my uploads. Okay, what's the difference? The difference between the supply in this screenshot versus circulating supply. Supply. I'm sure it'll know what I'm talking about. These machines are that smart. Okay, here we go. Total supply refers to the total number of tokens that exist, including those that might be locked, reserved, or not yet released into circulation. In that screenshot, the total supply for UFO is show us two. No, you're smart, but you're also dumb. Circulating supply is the number of tokens that are actively circulating in the market and available for trading. It excludes tokens that are locked. There you go. There's our answer, Polsican. We learn together. We learn together. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you said both DEX screen or DEX tools show UFO total supply and circulating supply is the same. No, I think they would show it different. That's not, if you want to check while I go through this chat, I mean, go ahead and do that. I think they're going to be different. It was the one above repeat I. Are you talking about you must be talking about in RH's tweets. I should have left that open, I think. Let's see if he said anything else. Richard Hart. How long have we been going? 50 minutes. I'm watching our time. Okay, 21. Supply and demand, reign supreme. Yeah, that's just. Is this the one you're. Okay, let's read this one. I think this is what you're talking about, Revo. Supply and demand reign supreme. Pulse chain and PulseX are doing exactly what they were designed to do. High throughput, low fees, supplies are shrinking, just like pTGC and UFO. People are hearing about and using the software. PulseX and Inc. are also working flawlessly. Love it. Great software with a great design isn't enough. Marketing is required. That's what we're doing here, guys. Marketing is what gets people to buy the absolute stupidest garbage imaginable all the time also. So it should work well, quite well for something awesome like PulseX and Pulse. He's such a smart aleck, isn't he? I'd say that if he's watching. Richard, you're a smart aleck. And I am too, man. Mr. Smarty Pants. Hey, TS Pedro. Everything is well. A little rough, but, I've been through rougher. We've all been through rougher, I think. What don't kill us makes us stronger, right, men? Bro, RH killed PDI. UFO and PDI LP pair need to exit or you will be wrecked. But if you exit, you will wreck your share rate. I know. It's like a coyote ugly. You guys know what that is? It's not even a coyote ugly. Coyote ugly is where the coyote gets his leg caught in a trap and he has to chew it off. I have conflicting viewpoint on that in my own self about that. We've already reduced that LP down to what is it now? Let me get my eyes on it. I probably need to commit it to memory. The UFO PDI pair is down to $125,000. I will be counseling with other people about my situation. Okay, I'm not just going to be a one-man bandit kind of person. No, I will be talking to other people. Go read RH tweets for the last hour. He just killed PDI. Yeah, I saw that. UFO needs to pull their LP positions on PDI. Warning, warning, warning. Yeah. Indeed. Got to get some more UFO next week. You go, Trev. That's why diversify is the best way, but still holding my bag at pTGC. Absolutely, man. I have not done nothing with my pTGC. I know I said that really badly. My dad would kill me. But I haven't done nothing with it. I haven't done anything with my UFO either. Nothing. Absolutely. I just checked. Same. Why there no WETH UFO liquidity pair? That's a good question. Well, let's look at pTGC. There is I wish there were some smarter people in can anybody answer this? Why is there not a WETH UFO liquidity pair? Maybe because WETH would be an anchor to pTGC. If you think about it, I mean, what is ETH going to do this year in the next couple of years? If it does a 10x, I'll be impressed. So we really want to be bonded with tokens that are going to do more than 10x. Hey, Mike. How's it going, man? What's up, boys? The RH PDI tweets over the hour have killed PDI. Yep. He finally just came out and said it, didn't he? I mean, he finally came out and like stated it without all the question marks. Please tell UFO this information. All LP for UFO and PDI are about to be wrecked. Read this beginning tweets from an hour ago. Go further back. Yeah, I read them all the way from the beginning. We did it on this stream, actually. Glad we can put an end to this. Yeah, that's the thing. This indecisiveness, this not knowing. There's holes over here and there's holes over there. I like information, but sometimes information can cause one to have conflicting viewpoints about the same thing. So I just want to keep gathering information until I, for one, have gotten enough information that I have an opinion. And my opinion is that PDI it's wrecked, man. Dude, I'm gonna admit it. My my opinion could change tomorrow. I don't know. But I mean, these can I call them PDI maxis? I don't use that term unkindly. But these guys, I mean, there's the potential that they're delusional. It's possible. You know what I mean? That's sad. I've seen if it's true. I mean, if all of this is true, and Robert just tweeted this afternoon, I have no reason to think otherwise. And if these guys don't change with his tweets, I think they're delusional, and that would man, I'd have to mark that down, because that would just be incredible to see so many people just like in their own heads over something. Hold fast, boys and girls. That's right, man. What's the circulating supply of pTGC? You guys are asking me some challenging questions. What is the circulating supply of pTGC? All right, where do we find that? Mac, can you help me answer that? Where's Shaka when I need him? Oh, I have to go find the answer? I guess I'll have to learn something then. What is the circulating supply of pTGC? Well, let's go to this pie chart, and let's start there. Where is it? Stats. Supply and distribution. Give this a second to pull up. What is the circulating supply of pTGC? We have, well, if you can account like staked and locked, I wouldn't count burned. And this is the burned right here. Just so you know, this yellow part is the burned. This is the liquidity pool. And, and then the held, staked. Okay, this is what I think. Revo, you're going to have to fact check me and do a little bit of research. Oh, Mike Mac, what is the circulating supply of pTGC? And I'm going to venture, my opinion is that the staked is circulating because it can be unstaked right now, as long as people can access their wallets. That's liquid tokens. So that stake supply, staked and locked, because you can unlock those tokens too. And then you've got all the held, and the burned is not, you can't touch that. But then you can also access this red piece, the liquidity pool. So the only part of this pie that is not in circulation, in my opinion, is this 12% over here. 12% looks to me. So what's that circulating supply? Looks like in total, like the beginning supply was 333 billion times 0.12 40 billion. Yeah. Oh, I'm confusing myself. I'm on stream trying to do math. This yellow part, just go to pulsetgc.com. This yellow part right here, in my opinion, is the only amount of pTGC that's in circulating supply. I mean, that's locked up, is not accessible. This burned portion. The rest, in my opinion, is circulating supply, but I'm sure there's some nuances to that. I thought the idea was a bond with long-term tokens, RH1s, and more. That's true, Robot Boy. It seems funny calling you Robot Boy, but that's your handle, dude. I thought the idea was to bond. Yes, with long-term tokens, RH1s, and more. That is the goal. That is what we have done. And pTGC and UFO have bought tokens have paired with tokens at the bottom of Pulse chain, scooping up cheap, ultra cheap RH tickers and bonded pTGC and UFO with them, building massive liquidity pools. Yeah, that was the idea, and that is what has been accomplished. And I said that with emphasis, and I didn't mean to be respectful at all. I'm just putting my stamp of emphasis on it. All right, just pulled all PDI liquidity. Only 300,000 total liquidity now, going down fast. pTGC liquidity is burnt, but UFO can save themselves and exit their PDI UFO LP positions. Warning, yes. All right, we have more. This is a lively chat today, guys. I love it. Unfortunately, they become the crab bucket. But I know because of beliefs, people can literally have beliefs where they don't want to make money. It's crazy. Yeah, I think you're commenting on my comments about the PDI maxis. It's rough being a maxi, isn't it? I am not a maxi. If I were a maxi on anything, it'd be pTGC and UFO. And you'd almost think that I am, but I got other stuff, guys. Come on. Yeah, I'm diversified. And, one of the toughest things in life, guys, is to try to put yourself in someone else's shoes and see things from their perspective. And that we have to do that. These guys having these arguments, and sometimes I'm like, can you put yourself inside his shoes and maybe see from his perspective? There's another thing, like, you guys are going at each other's throats. Like, imagine yourself sitting down and having coffee with this other person. Like, I went to the Pulse conference recently, and there was, I'll say a couple people. That's not true, but I'm going to say it was a couple, just because I don't want to be found out there, that I was very hesitant about meeting. Very, like, I mean, I had it out, not that I had it out for this person, but I was like, really, I have a lot of reservations. And I met this person. Guess what? I still have my reservations, but something good happened. Yeah, something good happened. And this person and I, we could go out and have a good time. And we could sit down and have coffee and have a conversation. But whereas before we actually met in person and had that in-person chemistry, I couldn't imagine that happening. It was really good, guys. That's one of the problems that we're facing with this digital media stuff is, we think so-and-so is so nasty and so awful, and we just want to just like punch him in the nose or strangle him. But then we got to go meet him in person. Everything changes. I hope, really. Do you think anyone could be held legally accountable for PDI? Yes. That's what I think. I don't know that. Why not? But that's the scary thing about crypto is, how are you going to find them? If it's this Vietnamese guy, how can you find this man? I think he can be found because I think we have the technology to recognize his face and track him down. But who's going to do that in this day and age? Not yet. You can bring a horse to water, but you cannot force them to drink. They'll drink if they want, and that's okay. Per TGC dashboard. Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about with the supply. Okay, your friend Sami and PDI might get in a legal trouble because he is still promoting the coin with a known exploit. Revo reply. Is he still promoting it? I'm it's either a complete psyop, but at this point, I'm not thinking that. So minus 12%. Yes, 12%, Revo. You got it. My kid changed my username. What? For what? Changed your username? That's a bummer, man. You need to kids are smart. You got to watch when it comes to digital stuff, they will outsmart you. So you got to be really up your game. Is it true that an expired yet not claimed lock stake position is still receiving the rewards and will receive? Yes, Chickadee. Thanks for coming in. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, like Chickadee, are you subscribed? Subscribe to my channel, if you would, please. Like my video. I'm trying to increase my subscribers. If you would, I'd appreciate that. Expired, yes, expired, not claimed, locked stake position is still receiving rewards. Yes. And will receive rewards until claimed. Yes. And then what you can do with those rewards, once you claim them, you can compound them into a stake or make another lock out of them, or you can just leave them in your wallet and they will earn reflections, or you can send them over and bridge them out to go get yourself something nice, whatever you want to do with them. It's your stuff. Yeah. That's the beauty of this system. It's like very, very little commitment. 132 billion locked and staked. Yeah. Actually, isn't it more than that? Blue. Staked only, locked and staked. 132. It has changed. It has changed. It has gone down. 132.8. Hold up, guys. Let me go to the lock calculator. We'll get into this in just a minute. 132.8. I have 139. That's what it was. That would be a lot of unlocked. Something's. I can ask Kong because what he's got right here and looking at pTGC is 139.3 pTGC locked. But what we see right here, and I know I'm not sharing my screen. I should be. What we see right here is 133. Okay, 133. You're right, Romeo. But over here, he's got 139. And there hasn't been 7 billion unlocked. Because this is the updated number that we talked about. He and I were at the conference and we updated this number off of this number right here. So I think this number must be wrong because I'm tracking these and there hasn't been that much unlocked. Okay, here it is. Hex, yeah, super important day for Pulse Chain, which is March 23rd, 2025. Today goes down in history for Pulse Chain news. Please, everyone, go read RH tweets. Don't ignore the founder of Pulse Chain. He is blunt and saving the community. Yo, Prairie. Yeah. Yo, Chickadee. What up? What up? Oh, you're pointing me to your question? You got it, dude. Yes, Sami trying to flip RH tweets into new FUD. I like Sami. I hope he avoids any trouble. Yeah, I hope he does too. I like Sami. I think he's a genuine guy. Yes. Awesome. Thanks. You're welcome, Chickadee. Romeo. Yep. There were 138 billion yesterday. So what happened? Well, I can tell you, I just took my data today and there was not 6 billion unlocked. All right. I'm going to get a sip of water and we're going to run through the DApp, guys. Unless you got anything else. Drop your questions in while I'm drinking water. Okay. All right. If you hold pTGC or UFO, and if you don't hold them and you're trying to get into them, go to PulseX and you're going to swap either Pulse or WPLS. Just look at your deck screener, see what kind of pair has the thickest liquidity, and then swap out of that token into pTGC or UFO. Set your slippage to, I can just show you guys. Set your slippage to, give me a second, guys. I got to show you. Hold on. Hold your horses out west. You're You're going to set your slippage. Pretty sure that's right here. Yeah. Set it 6% for you. Well, actually 6% for pTGC, 7% for UFO. Turn your auto router on, and then you're going to swap from Pulse to UFO. See, we even have the nice little logo there, or pTGC. Pick whichever one. Okay. You're going to swap out, connect your wallet, and all that good stuff. Okay. So that's how you get into the token. If you have any questions, PM me, jump at the Telegram. The link is in the description of the video. Let's go back here. So now you've got these tokens sitting in your wallet, and you're like, okay, now what can I do with them? Well, okay, you don't need to panic. Why would I say that? I don't know why I said that. No need to panic. Just let those tokens sit in your wallet. But you're like, I'm happy with these tokens sitting in my wallet, earning me reflections, but I want them to earn more. I want them to do more. I don't like my money working as hard as it can for me. All right. Then you're going to go to the pTGC.com, and you're probably going to stake them. You know what? I'm wearing the wrong hat. One moment, guys. Ta-da! That's my new hat, my new straw hat that I wear for streaming. So, you're gonna be like, okay, now staking, you got to be aware that if you unstake, you're gonna pay 1% of your principal. So know that going in. But if you do hold pTGC and you want to stake it, you're gonna earn a little more. You're going to earn more for staking than you will for holding. Why? Because a lot of people don't stake. Like half of us don't stake. All of mine is staked. So you're going to come here. Let me show you. pTGC.com. You're going to connect your wallet. And then you're going to come down here, and you're going to see, like, as soon as you hold pTGC or UFO, you're going to see reflections stacking up in your wallet, like immediately. Okay. And you're going to come here and you're like, okay, I'm going to stake some pTGC. Now, when you click on stake right here, stake TGC, it's going to pick up however much is in your wallet liquid. And this is all that I have liquid in my wallet, 1,459. Why is that so low? Oh, because this is my test wallet. Okay. So whatever that is, whatever you have in your wallet, you can decide how much you want to stake. Like I stake, I'm a long-term holder. So I stake all of mine, just maxed it out. No, I didn't max it out stake. I staked all of it. Okay. And then I'll deal with 1% later. How much later? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. One of the beautiful things about unstaking, which is this withdraw function right here. Now notice it says stake withdraw will result in a 1% fee that goes to all the other stakers, which is a beautiful thing. But when you do withdraw, you have the option to withdraw as much as you want. Let's say, oops, how come I didn't hit a 1? Oh, I don't have, oh, I guess I can't withdraw because it's locked. So I'd have to unlock this and then I can withdraw it. So, but you can withdraw as much as you want. All right. So if you have 1 million staked, you could withdraw 500,000 if you want. And you're going to pay 1% on that 500,000. Now, if you want to go a step further and lock your tokens, this is something that you need to be very careful about locking, because if you decided to emergency end lock, you're going to pay 30% of your penalty. So if you want to know what the locking tiers are, go into the description of the video. There's the white paper, a link to the white paper in there, and it'll give you the breakdown of the locking tiers. Like if you do a 10-year lock, you're going to earn 100% of all the penalties for locking. If you're going to do 1 year, you're going to earn, I think it's 60%. 90-day lock, you're going to earn 55%. And it's graduated all the way from 90 days up to 10 years. But if you do emergency end lock, you're going to pay 30% of your principal, and that goes to all the other lockers. Now, there's a big difference between holding rewards, staking rewards, and locking rewards, in that when the contract executes and pays us holding rewards and staking rewards, it's paying us at the price of the token today. With locking rewards, it's totally different. It's just giving you a number of tokens, regardless of price. So those tokens could be worth $1 each at some point. You know, we don't know. We don't know, but it's just going to pay you in number of tokens. And then you can claim these tokens at any time. Just hit claim, transact in your wallet, claim, transact in your wallet. They'll show up in your wallet right here, and you can just see them, and then you can stake them again if you want, or you can do whatever you want with them. Does that answer everybody's questions? I hope that answers your questions. And with UFO, like I said, if you got more questions, jump into the Telegram and ask them. If you got UFO and Ari's tickers, come jump in here, click on manage. Sorry, I probably went too fast. Click on UFO liquidity pools right there. Click. And then let's say you have some UFO and let's go Pulse. So I've got UFO and I've got a big old bag of Pulse too. And I'm going to put them in an LP pool to get those fabulous share rates. Well, do that. Just go right here, click add liquidity, and you're going to select how much UFO and how much PLS. You're going to have equal shares of each. Add new liquidity, transact it in your wallet. And then you're going to come back and you're going to go to this tab again, UFO token, UFO PLP rewards. Then come here and you're going to see your LP. And in this case, I have UFO Pulse, 1 million shares. Now this share rate is just the number of PLS that you put into that pool. So your share rate is what guarantees you the amount of Pulse coming into the pool. So the more UFO you put into a pair, the more, obviously, the more of the other side you have to have too. But the more UFO you put in is going to give you more UFO shares. The more UFO shares you have, the more rewards you're going to get coming to you in that pool. Okay, and all the pools share alike. All the UFO that is in LP is not earning reflections. Okay, just to make that clear, you're not going to be earning reflections if you're LP'ing your UFO. And then your rewards are right down here. And if you have multiple LPs, you can claim them all with this button here. And this wallet also has liquid UFO, so it's earning reflections, right? And they're reflected right here. All right. Guys, any questions? Okay, 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. All right. Thanks for bearing with me on that. We're going to get into some moon math, and I got a new calculator that I'm going to show to you guys. We'll walk through it. But let's get caught up on the chat here. Looks like we got 12 minutes. Up against the clock. Okay. Love Sami. The contrarian narrative is good for the ecosystem. Yeah, he has done a lot for Pulse Chain. Anyway, dude, I love that, man. And I like what you said, too. Who is it? Hex 55555. You got something positive, even though you're clearly, I know where you're coming from. You're sounding the trumpet about the PDI thing, but then you can say, hey, Sami is a mega plus for the community. I appreciate that, dude. Good job. I like your attitude. And you too, Trev. It's good for the ecosystem. He has done a lot for Pulse Chain. Oh, he's done something like 2 to 5 videos every stinking day. He's an animal. You know what it takes to put out a video? It's a lot of work, especially the stinking thumbnails. He's done a lot for Pulse Chain anyway. I think it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Important not to get too freaked out. Purple monster. Don't get too purple monstered. I agree with Trev movement. Sami has done a lot for Pulse Chain. He may find legal issues in his country for promoting a coin with a known exploit. Yeah, but I hope not. I don't think so. He'll just flee. My main focus is pTGC and UFO and just keep adding all I can do. Yeah, I like that. Continue to promote after the exploit has been exposed. I mean, that's the legal issue. Yeah. I locked my pTGC and UFO for 3 months. Then I will leave them locked until I need them. Well, you're not locking your UFO. Are you LPing them? I think that's what you mean. You can lock pTGC. It needs to be staked first. Then you lock it. And then you can LP your UFO. You can't stake or lock your UFO. So I think that's what you're getting at. Reducing pTGC and UFO exposure is super important for the pTGC and UFO community. Yeah. Exposure to PDI. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I kind of sensed where you're going with that. I locked my pTGC for 3 months. Then I will leave them locked until I use them. Yeah. I did a lot of that last year. I locked mine for 90 days. And then I was so busy all summer and I needed the time to think about what am I going to do with this stuff, for long-term locking, because long-term earns more. And finally I figured it out, and I did this is what I did for mine. This is my example. And I wish I was able to get to slides today because I have some examples, but I did 88, 8, and 4. 88% of my pTGC is locked in 10-year locks. And I break it up. I broke mine up into multiple bags. Like I didn't do just one big old bag. I did initially, and that was kind of dumb. Because then I realized, man, if I need an early end lock, I'm going to pay 30% of this huge bag. So with the other ones, I broke it up into smaller bags. I hope that makes sense. So I did 88% in 10-year locks, and there's no significant in the percentage. It's just how that's worked out. I like even numbers. And then I did 8% in ladder, and the ladders are just a little bit coming out every year. It's nothing significant, but I hope it ends up being significant. And then 4% I put in a 90-day lock, and that's maturing here in just a week or so. So it'll be earning, yet I can do whatever I want to with it whenever I want to. It's just going to be, it's there. It's a moon bag, it's something. It's an arrow. I have plans for it. Once it's worth a certain amount, I'm going to lock it in. No, I'm not going to lock it in. I'm going to cash it out. And it's not going to be much. It's going to be like pTGC is the golden goose of crypto. And my golden goose, my bag is laying me golden eggs. So I'm not killing the goose. But what I am with that 90-day lock, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a little feather out and do something important with it in my life. And I'm sure all of us have important things you got to take care of, right? Okay. I like your unlock ladder, smart moves. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I've got another one. I've got another plan that I got from a friend of mine that's in a mastermind. Then they got a really cool setup. So, but I'm not going to show that one today. What about making a liquidity pool with EVM tokens that are not going anywhere, such as, why would we make a liquidity pool with tokens that aren't going anywhere? I don't understand, robot boy. I think you're going to have to articulate an answer to me, dude. I don't want to pair with tokens that aren't going anywhere. You crack me up, dude. Maybe you're laughing at me. Oh, you guys crack me up. All right, let's do some moon math. All right, new site. Robot boy, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Or whatever. That's a funny statement. It just cracked me up. So give me an answer. You can laugh at me. It's your turn. Okay, guys, new site is, I think robot means tokens that are stable and not ruggable. There you go. Thank you, Hex 55555 OG day one. Woo, you are you? I like that. Yeah, that's probably what he means. And so actually, that's a good point, robot boy. If that is indeed what you're talking about, that is indeed what we're thinking the Dow might do going into this bull run, is start pairing with stable coins, like not PDI. Whatever kind of stable coins we can find. Why? To soften the downward pressure going into the next bear market, so that we don't go as low as we perhaps would. Going anywhere means that are going anywhere means that are going to continue over the years. I don't follow you. You can restate it, dude, and I'll just reread it. I know when you hit enter, you can't go edit your sayings in the chat. All right, guys. Where is my new? All right, I can pull it up. I just got to find it on my bookmarks. Check this out, guys. All right, I'm a little bit new to this. Share my screen. Sip of water. Okay. We're going to do the four-way. Where's the... Yeah, that's the four-way. So an even split. Okay, let's say this is how much. All right, what this is, guys, is it's PAMPI, PAMPI.app, PAMPI.app. And what this does, it's a speculation tool. We know that the OA has this in reserve, $341 million in ETH today, at today's price, $1,900. Is it really $1,993? ETH? Oh, well, it's close. Okay, but he has $341 million. Right, what this is going to do is it's going to speculate. Let's say the OA, I think this is SAC funds, Pulse Chain Reserve. Pulse Chain Reserve are the supposed sacrifice funds that have been used by the OA in the past to back. Okay. Yes. So what this does is it allows us to speculate the OA using the SAC funds to pump these 4 core tokens. Okay. If he did that right now, let's see what these tokens would do. And I've got a little calculator that we can use. Look into ptgc.com to estimate what the price of Pulse at 0.042 would do to the price of pTGC and UFO. You guys follow me on that? Okay. That would be 1,500x, guys. $85 million. 1,500x's Pulse. $85 million. You know, there are people in the great state of whatever. There's people that if you put collectively and they got $85 million just laying around, and they were talking about $85 million making Pulse to a 1,500x. Whew, that's a mind blower. All right, what would a 1,500? Let's cut that in half. Let's make that a 750x. And we're going to take that and go over to look into ptgc.com. We're going to click on the moon math. And you guys have access to this. Look into ptgc.com. We're going to look at pTGC and PLS. We're going to do an X factor of 5 because when Pulse moves up, pTGC moves up more. It's not going to move up at the same rate. It hasn't. Okay. So I'm gonna speculate. I mean, it has moved up like 21x in the last year. It's moved up against Pulse at 21x. Well, maybe in the next 6 months it only moves up at a factor of 5. But then Pulse is going to do 750x. I said gonna. I should not have said that, guys. Let's say Pulse does 750x. I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to be 750 times 5. If you guys are shy of moon math, then you're going to you need to plug your ears and close your eyes right now. Let's see what we got. That'd be $1 pTGC. 3,750. Well, let's just say Pulse only does 100x. That's 100 times 5. It's a 500x. That's a 15-cent pTGC, guys. That's where we're at, guys. I mean, that's what could potentially happen. And now for sake of time, I'm not going to get into the UFO side of this equation because it would be the same for UFO. Basically the same. All right, let's get back here. Okay, wow, PulseX worth more than Pulse on that calculation. Back here? Oh, thanks for bringing that to my attention. You know why? Well, look, Hex is worth more than that on that calculation. That'd be $38 Hex. I didn't even see that, dude. Thank you for drawing my attention to that. Inc. $6,000. But hey, if I know, let me be a little balanced here. If I know Richard Hart correctly, he's going to pull levers before he deploys his own money because money can be used elsewhere. And I get the impression he's the kind of guy that will haggle over a lot of things. I think he's frugal, and I don't think he's necessarily inclined to just spend money to make a thing pump. That's my opinion of him. And we can't count on that, but it is an interesting thought experiment. Trev Newman, PDI up 58% in the last hour. Are you serious? Let's go look at this and close this out. Guys, this has been fun. A lively chat today, guys. It's a lively chat today. Come on, UFO. Oh, I clicked on UFO. Whoa. In the last hour, you said? I'm not seeing that, dude. We're up. I mean, in the last hour, we're up. Let's see. Oh, you're right, dude. I'm sorry. When you look at the shorter time frames, you get more of a... Let's go back to the hour. I want to see if I'm in a learning, dude. Oh, I see. I should have just measured from... Yeah. I was looking at this as being the last hour. No, we just rolled over. I'm going to go from the bottom of the candle to the top, 34%. But if you count the wicks, yeah, man, it's... If you count the wicks, shoot, man, it's like 80%. What did you say? 58%. Whatever. It's a high percent. Dude, just the drama continues. However, Richard Hart has spoken. Finally, he has spoken very clearly on this issue. And I'm going on record right here in this video that I think it's over, man. But obviously, there's people buying it and they don't think it is over. So what does that mean? PDI going to be a thing. Probably just like, what's that token, Luna? I think it's still around. There are some tokens that have crashed and burned. People still trade them. Anyway, just got to focus on the best tokens, UFO and pTGC. Yeah, thank God for this, for the refuge, the shining city on the hill of Hex, Pulse X, Inc. Oh boy, what's going to happen to Teddy Bear, guys? What's going to happen to Atropa? Atropa is up 23% right now, 24 hours. And Teddy Bear is down 3%. pTGC is king. Guys, we have a lot to be thankful for in the greatest currencies. Trev Newman, it'll bounce like a dead cat all the way to zero. There will be a red God candle to zero soon as a massive holders give way. This is because of the thin liquidity now. Yeah, man. Interesting, dude. Yeah, probably Hexy. Yeah. Wow, guys. Interesting times, to say the very least. And I do appreciate you guys coming in, and you guys are all chatting in there. We got this little community going. You know, you guys are getting to know each other. You guys are getting to know me as perhaps a new streamer. And I'm going to tell you guys, I count it a privilege to be in this community and to be so closely associated with the founder of the greatest currencies. I do not take it lightly. I didn't choose to be here. I was not asked to be here. I found myself here. And it's a grave thing for me. It's a weighty matter to be standing here in front of a few guys in the greatest currency, many of you that have been here longer than myself. And I don't take it lightly. And I want to represent as honorably as possible. And I'm going to tell you guys, I am so excited for what's coming, especially for the greatest currencies. I really believe that this is they are the needle in the haystack. They're the golden goose. They're the unicorn of crypto. They're the shining city on the hill. What else can I say? What else can we say? They're bonded with the best tickers on Pulse Chain. We have a fabulous founder that he'd give you the shirt off his back. If he borrowed your car, he'd return it gassed up and washed. That's the kind of community that we have over here in the Grays, Currency, pTGC, and UFO ecosystem. And we appreciate you. Appreciate the stream, TS Pedro. I will not be on Spaces tomorrow. I have a rare opportunity to go see my son. Not rare, but I get to go see my son. So he and my wife are going to go skiing together, and it's a 4-hour drive over there. So I'm going to be the chauffeur, and I get to see my son. So I'm not going to be on Spaces tomorrow, but I'm getting it set up, and then you guys have fun on Spaces with Zen. I'm sure it'll be an interesting conversation, in which I'll try to get the recording of. I probably won't, because I don't listen to those on Twitter. But anyhow, guys, I'm rambling. I'm tired. Get yourself some rest if you need it, and let's go crush it this week. But be ready, because there might be some more drama. Have we not had drama just about every week? Let's have some really good drama this week. All right. But if it ain't, just set your expectations low. That way you can be overjoyed if it comes in positive. All right. But just hang tough, guys. We'll get through it, and we'll have green candles before we know it. All right, guys. It's fun. Have a great week. We'll see you around the blockchain.